I am currently sat outside some inn on a roundabout just outside central Hoddesdon. Why am I here? Well, you've probably guessed. It's the 907th town on my list of 1,000 I intend to visit before the United Kingdom falls apart. This is Alexander Rennie. These are Forgotten Towns.
Hoddesdon, Hertfordshire. Population 43,823. Rank number 242.
As I survey the view of this well-orchestrated junction of the A10 and the A1170, accompanied by another excellent pint of McMullins, we have a moment to ponder this town, which, it has to be admitted, is slightly anonymous on the national stage in light of its not inconsiderable size. Partly this could be on account of its relatively late emergence from the shadow of the excitingly named Ware Rural Sanitary District in 1894, before being subsumed into Broxbourne Borough as part of the wretched 1972 Local Government Act. But it doesn't really seem to have made the most of its 80 years of independence before retreating to its current status of having neither a parish nor town council. The best I could unearth during a bored 5 minutes scrolling through Wikipedia was that the Christie's Brewery shut down and a lot of Sicilians moved here to grow cucumbers. If you're trying to justify your very existence, then maybe, just maybe, you ought to try harder than that. Still, the closure of the brewery was good news for film fans, as part of it got converted into a cinema, and the end of the council at least provided plush accommodation for well-heeled, if dull, city workers through the conversion of its former offices into luxury flats. And this altogether seems to summarise Hoddesdon's post-war growth as a dormitory town for London commuters. But somewhat characteristically, neither of the two railway stations they use, Broxbourne and Rye House, even bear its name. The latter does at least make passing reference to something vaguely interesting almost happening here, bringing to mind the Rye House plot of 1683 when various irked Protestants failed to get remotely close to assassinating Charles II on account of his flamboyant air and failure to get too het up about tedious theological dogma. After that, the history books seem to fast forward to the 2007 opening of the Rye House Kart Raceway, something His late Majesty would undoubtedly have enjoyed, if only to relish the opportunity to spray champagne from the podium over a bunch of miserable Puritans. My previous musings, along with perhaps less than complimentary reportage from Harlow in the previous episode, may convey the impression that this territory, constituting the borderlands of Essex and Hertfordshire, may hold little of interest for the casual punter, beyond being the heaviest investors in coronation flags and bunting outside the loyalist strongholds of Northern Ireland. However, you would be doing yourself a considerable disservice by deriving that impression, whilst travelling here by motorcar along the well-macadammed yet deeply uninteresting A-roads may offer little to counterbalance the suburban humdrum. A walk to Hoddesdon along the River Stort or River Lee navigations, as I have done, offers a more sympathetic view of the gently undulating topography hereabouts, if not a sympathetic olfactory experience, as one passes by the Ryemead sewage works. Furthermore, a small deviation affords the delights of the genuinely pretty village of Roydon and its excellent White Hart public house. Fairport Convention once asked, who knows where the time goes? Nonetheless, they may have considered 5 minutes in Hoddesdon to be sufficient, saving the need for further wistful contemplation. Nonetheless, my visit here has reduced by 1 the number of towns yet to be visited, making 30 left in England, 45 in Scotland, 15 in Northern Ireland, and a mere 3 in Wales. I stick with England for now, though, as I stroll up the new river path to the solitary remaining unvisited Hertfordshire outpost of Ware. See you there next time on Forgotten Towns.
I've been everywhere. I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo,
Nelson, Corn, Bottomley, Bradford, Buxton, Crewe, Warrington, Widnes, Wigan, Leeds.
Tocopilla, Barranquilla, and Padilla. I'm a killer. I've been everywhere, man.